I'm Iikka Taipale, 83 years old man, but inside myself is still a small boy. I will tell a little bit about the second most translated book in Finland. The most translated is our national epos Kalevala with 61 translations to different languages. I have edited a book, 100 Social Innovations from Finland, which has been translated until now to 59 languages and still will be translated into Tibet and also in Xinjiang, China language. So that tells about Finland, as my wife Vappu told just now. There are only 5 secrets which are important for our success as a nation. The first one is equality between men and women. Women have always worked, and they have not been housewives. And they have also learned in school. Nowadays, there comes more women or girls as students from schools than men. Finnish people learned to read first Bible already in 1600. So 300-400 years ago. You could not marry if you could not read Bible. That is one of the secrets also. The third is education for everybody, which is free even in university. So that has been the third innovation. Then the fourth is municipal autonomy. All the services in Finland, except police and universities, are arranged by municipalities. In former times, we had 550 municipalities, cities, or small communities which were independent, autonomous. Now we have 300 of them. So it was based on local democracy. Then one important thing has been our NGOs, non-governmental organizations, which were established 150 years ago at the beginning. It was the base of our autonomy during Russian power, when we were autonomous part of Russia after Napoleon, and we got independence after Russian Revolution 1917. So we were autonomous part of Russia 110 years. And after that, we have been 108 years independent. Of course, a part of the European Union also. We have had 100,000 NGOs. You could not be a politician or a member of parliament without being a president of at least 10 organizations. I belonged at the best time to 27 different organizations, and I have established even with my friends about 20 of them, especially for homeless people, those people who have learning disorders, brain damaged people, for prisoners, for many other people who belong to so-called lumpenproletariat, and they have got human rights. And we had a very radical movement which was called November movement in 1967, when Finland independence had its 50-year anniversary. Then, very important thing is still that there is no corruption, nearly no corruption nowadays. In former times, even in 1960s, when you built a hospital, 5% of the construction costs went to different parties. If you wanted to be a chief of a pharmacy, you had to pay for some party to get the rights. But that was stopped late 60s. Our former president, Mauno Koivisto, told the definition of corruption in Finland. If you offer to a civil servant a warm beer and a cold sandwich, that is not corruption. But if you offer them a cold beer and warm sandwich, that is corruption. We were speaking about the book 100 Social Innovations in Pakistan once. I told this joke there and everybody laughed because Pakistan some leaders were accused in Switzerland of corruption of $50 million. So then important is also that we trust each other. We trust our police, our civil servants, etc. Our children, 6 years, 7 years old children, can walk at the street freely. And we can walk at the streets of Helsinki at night time freely. And even if I tell our door of our home is unlocked, of course, we don't have valuables here at the inside, but we can trust on people. So this is then also one important thing, that we have had very good relations with our neighbors. Nordic Council was established already 70 years ago between 5 Nordic citizens need passports when we travel to these countries. Even although we had a bloody war, winter war, when there was 40 degrees below zero, and we were 4 million, and Russia had 160 million. They did not win the war because there was 40 degrees below zero, and they could not ski. We kept our independence, but later on, 7% of the Finns traveled to Russia, and we were not afraid of them. Now the atmosphere has changed, which is very bad thing from us who belong to the alliance in Finland. Even the connection between culture and science have been stopped. We with VAPO have been during this Ukrainian war 3 times in Russia, and we are not afraid of Russia even now. So we have peace in the society, but just now division between the richer people and the poor people is going bigger and bigger, little by little. And if this will happen still some years, unrest in our society will grow up like it has done in Sweden. Our prison figures, which were highest in the Nordic countries, was lessened in the 60s because of November movement. That time we had only 3,000 prisoners. Now the prison figures are growing up, homeless a little bit growing up. So we have to get a new movement from the people to get the social policy at the top of the country. Vapu there are 300 million unemployed men in the world, and more than that, uneducated women. That will cause unrest, class struggle. But if we take care of these people and arrange global social security, we will get peace, more peace in the world. And I edited a book which is called 100 Social Innovations from Finland already over 10 years ago. And the authors of the book were former prime ministers, and experts on different fields of our society from different parties, and women and men. And this book has been translated now into 59 languages, including Hindi, Bengali, Urdu, Punjabi, and others. And it will still come in Tibet language and also Xinjiang language in China. Perhaps they have to be printed in another country, we don't know, but censorship has never been a problem in other countries until now. It tells about 5 secrets of our country, on which the society is based. Let us tell about them. First, we have free education. You don't pay of your education, not even in universities. Our people could read already in 1600, late 1600, so 400 years ago, because the church demanded that you have to read Bible before you get married. So that was quite a nice innovation. And then the other secret is equality between men and women. Finnish women got voting right and also right to be elected into parliament, first in the world. And at the beginning, 13 women out of 200 members of parliament were elected 1907. But now about 50% of the members of parliament are women, 50 are men. So this has been very important. We have not had housewives. We have only had working wives in working life. The third important thing is that we have municipal autonomy. In former times, 550 universities arranged all the services except police and universities. They are based on municipal democracy, and this is very important. The services were rooted on ordinary people. Then we had also consensus society. There is not only 2 parties, which one is out from power and one is in, but you have to make compromises between parties. All the governments have been coalition. So we manage with others. And in parliament, when I was under 30 years old in 1970s, and then again 2000, 2007, We have different commissions in Parliament, but we have also a sauna commission where members of Parliament are naked at the same time in sauna and discussion with each others. There are not clashes among. This has been very important. Then we have also non-governmental organizations, at the best 100,000 of them. You could not be a politician without being a member or president of at least 5 different non-governmental organizations. The whole society from 1800s has been based on societies. People belong, most of them belong to one or many organizations. I and my wife have belonged to about 30 different NGOs, and even we have established at least 20 NGOs for homeless people, for prisoners, for those who have learning disorders, brain damaged, etc. So mainly for the bottom people of our society, so that has been also a very important part of our social policy. Then very important thing of these innovations is also that there is nearly no corruption nowadays. In 1960 still, if you constructed a hospital, 5% of the construction costs was given to some parties. So we got new laws, anti-corruption laws. And now our former president Koivisto had a joke about corruption. What is corruption and what is not? If you offer for a civil servant a warm beer and a cold sandwich, that's not corruption. But if you offer him or her a cold beer and warm sandwich, that is corruption. Of course, there is some small corruption, but also they are also accused quite heavily. So even some of our ministers have been accused, but it's about 20 years ago. Also quite interesting is that although we had a very bloody winter war, Russia attacked Finland 1939, and as my wife told, not a single man came alive in our families from that war. Russia had 160 million population and Finland 4 million, and they did not win the war because it was 40 degrees below zero and they could not ski. And so we saved our independence. And later on, we developed friendship relations between our big neighbor. 7% of our population traveled every year as a tourist to Russia. And we had a very deep connections with their organizations and ordinary people, and made quite good economic cooperation, which was for Finns very good thing. But now, after Ukraine war, the situation has changed, but still the older generation are peaceful looking, and we are not afraid. Only the evening papers at the front pages are trying to. So Nordic cooperation is also for us important. 5 Nordic countries made an agreement already 70 years ago that we don't need passports while traveling between each others. And we have also Nordic Council, into which belongs members of parliament from all these countries. And we are bilingual in Finland. We have learned with my wife Swedish, obligatory Swedish, and can speak even that with the other Nordic citizens. So the society is still peaceful. Young children can walk at the street freely. At the night time we can walk freely. We don't need lock at our home. But just now, the society is moving. Rich people are becoming a little bit richer and poor people more poor. And if this development goes on, the peaceful society will get problems like in Sweden already. So we have to get a new coalition government. In former times, we had, during Winter War, we got so-called trilateral agreement. All the labor laws and laws considering social policy should be made in consensus between labor unions, employers union, and the state. So in consensus, not so that one part tells how we should make it. And well, we don't have 2 parties. We have coalition governments always. So we are used to compromises. And also I told about sauna. So, well, but thank you. The 100 social innovations has been translated into your many languages, not to all 100 languages you speak in that part of the world. Thank you.